Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
He's not going to get me.
Trying the right side with Howard. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jordan Howard, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibbons, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Looking to throw. Gibbons. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Quick the edge. Come.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Watch the script. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. You must be dreaming. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gibbons. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Switch. Switch.
On 2nd down. It's Howard, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
You ain't going nowhere.
They'll try the left side. Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Gibbons gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
It's a game. 56. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check 99. Check 99. 66. Pull it. Now. High
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Texans nothing.
On 1st down, it's Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Focus, defense, focus. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
To throw on 2nd down. Gibbons firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Gibbons looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning. As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
70, Indy. Me and you all day.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down, Texans.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. James. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 50, plant. No such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 49.
Get.
Fournette, a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 3. We got 3. Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing again. Gibbons under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Throwing on first down. Gibbons. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll run on first down. It's Howard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first, they go right back to Howard.
I got you, boy.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want it. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
2nd and 6. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check. Fresno.
Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Like 22, he's coming.
From the gun, Gibbons. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Texans go 1st and 10 at their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. first down. It's Howard. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw on second down. Givens. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there's no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 50 seconds.
On third down, Givens. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Looking to throw. Givens. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Rock it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. James from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 1st and 10, Givens. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
56 the mark, boys. 56.
On first down, Givens. Yeah, he's got it, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll run it again with Fournette. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings us second and 12.
James now looking to throw on second down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now James to throw on second down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They run with Howard. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They go with Howard again. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. Now Malage. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans will take over at the 20. To throw is James. Throwing on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Here's James, operating from the gun. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On the draw, this is Fournette. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, James. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hogs and picking passes off.
That's good for 28 yards. Back to throw. James. It's complete to Hopkins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and